I'm gonna download the Jeopardy theme song for my audio effects just for this.
Right. Come on and join me, girl.
Oh, hi Maria, how nice of you to join us. Hello and welcome back to Podcast with a K. Maria, we are discussing the Super Bowl. Did you watch it?
Well, I pretty much just paid attention to the halftime, so.
As we all
Me
did.
too, sis.
So, what a lineup. What did you think?
Maria.
No, yeah, I thought it was really great. I did not expect Bad Bunny. Like, I really didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't, even though I wasn't surprised, but I still didn't expect him to be there.
Yeah.
Coming out like a Chipotle burrito.
Like the
Okay,
Chipotle
okay. I just want to say I really liked his outfit though.
You did?
I love the risk
Oh
that
my
this man
goodness.
takes. It was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
So you like Chipotle?
I've actually never had Chipotle.
What?
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's
Oh
not
my
good.
god. It's
Your boy
awful.
looking like a whole tinfoil astronaut.
Oh,
Nah, he was cool. And like we were saying, like the sets and stuff were really nice.
Yeah.
The dancing, oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God.
Let's just
Crazy.
talk about,
Like the
J-Lo.
performance.
I'm
Like
sorry,
that was
J-Lo
like
killed it with the dances, but like
Yeah.
the performance in total, I feel like definitely went to Shakira.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, holy moly.
We were talking about this because we were watching it and we were like, how is it possible that J-Lo was like the headliner? Because like Shakira gave it her all, and I feel like the consensus was that Shakira has more like worldwide recognition.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so I mean we saw the show, like they both performed really, really well, but I don't know.
Something about Shakira just.
She's just like, she owns the stage, right? She is a
Yeah.
performer.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like the first Latina woman, right, to like
Yeah.
headline.
And it was
the Super Bowl
it
ever.
was a full Latino set too,
Yeah,
which was
full
really
Latino
great
set.
representation and all that, you
We
know.
love it.
It just felt so cool because like we grew up listening to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like they're just like there.
To
and,
see
like,
them there.
Yeah, you feel that's
and the most like
nostalgia almost.
American like trademark American
Yeah.
like sport, like obviously
Right.
football, the Super Bowl.
And there was, like I said, I live on Twitter, but there were comments being made. There were people sharing their opinions, and someone was
course.
like, "You saw the flag that was the American flag, and then the Puerto Rican flag on
Yeah.
one side and the
Yeah.
other." And they're like, "That's a statement because that is her and her family,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
it's very much a part of the U.S." So like,
Right.
you know, that's really cool to see as well.
Yeah.
I love that. I totally forgot about that, but I love that too.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I saw my my hometown's Fox News page posted, "So what did y'all think?"
Oh wow.
And so you have a mix of people being like, "Wow, amazing, such powerful performance
Right.
by these like established
Queens.
women." Yeah.
Mhm.
And then there were the other people saying, "It's just way too much. This does not need to be on television. It's on prime time." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, like, just close your eyes,
Right.
change the channel.
That's what I always say. You don't want to watch something? Close your eyes. Change the channel.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And like, I mean, in like, it's more so a cultural thing too. Like, it's just
Exactly.
that's the dances of the culture. Like, that's the music. It's the vibe.
It's
And also it's in,
all
like-
this booty shaking. So
Oh,
what?
double
Let
cheeked
them-
up.
Booty
On a Thursday
shaking
night.
everywhere.
On a Sunday night.
Let 'em
Double
do it.
cheeked
Let
up.
'em do it.
And it was in Miami too, so like, you know, like it was very much
Exactly.
the vibe.
Exactly. I guess if it were like in another, not even in a big city like Miami, yeah, it's a very like there's a lot of
Like Cubans.
yeah,
and-
like Cuban and Puerto Rican,
Like
just
it's
Caribbean.
cultural. It's cultural.
Exactly.
And people were trying to draw a comparison to like, how is this okay? But Janet Jackson said it wasn't. I'm like, that's the point, that there's kind of like a double standard of what
Mhm.
is and isn't allowed,
Mm-hmm.
and also as in how it's received. It's not to say
Exactly.
that you should like prohibit people from dancing like that. It's that you should loosen the restrictions on something as unfortunate as a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like that was whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms, but
So what I'm hearing, I just slapped myself in the mouth with the microphone. But
I
what
really
I'm
hope the
hearing
live
is that
stream
it's
is
really worth it, and I should watch it later.
Yeah, and the
Yes.
game itself was really good.
oh my
Uh,
god,
Yeah,
Chiefs
not a
made-
football
Ah.
fan, but it was pretty cool.
It was
The-
it was pretty cool.
They had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
They really
The
did.
first half was
They
kind of
really
boring,
did.
not gonna, like, it was just kind of, you know.
Really? I thought it was good.
It was good. It was just not like as eventful as you'd expect for a Super Bowl,
Mhm.
but that second half, bro, like that
Dude.
comeback, okay.
Wow. I was not, honestly, I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
I thought
She
it
was
was the
rooting-
40.
you were- yeah,
I
you were
was
rooting for
rooting for the
49ers.
49ers. Like, there's no way the Chiefs, like the Chiefs,
Yeah.
were going to beat the 49ers.
So-
no way.
I didn't really care for either team. Ryan
Yeah.
Higa, my absolute idol. from YouTube. Always goes for the 49ers. So I was like, all right, I guess that's my team tonight. And then I texted my family group chat and I was like, ready for the Super Bowl? Because we went to Hurley and we green containered like wings, like 3 green containers of wings.
I saw that. I was like,
We're
finesse
smart,
the
bro.
system.
Of course. And so I sent them a picture of that and then the TV and I was like, ready for tonight. And my dad was like, who do y'all got? We're rooting for the Chiefs. And I was like, oh no.
Bro, so sick.
But, you know, I guess my dad had a fun time watching the game because his decided team won.
Wow.
Did y'all care for either team in particular?
Not really.
No. I usually don't because they're not my team.
Who's your team?
The Green Bay Packers.
Disgusting. Get out.
I can't.
I have family
Completely
in Mexico that goes for the Packers for no reason.
What?
Like,
No, for no reason.
Yeah,
there is a reason.
they
It's
have
the
their
best.
reasons.
It's a cult.
I don't
It's
know.
a
where
cult.
this
No,
came
for
from.
real, bro. If you're not a Packers fan in Wisconsin, like get out. Like what are you doing in there? Get out.
I just don't know why my family stands so hard for the Packers and the Steelers. Like those
The
are their
Steelers?
teams.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, where did this come from? Root for the Panthers. That's where we live. Shoot, support your American family.
Oh my god.
But do y'all have teams that you
Do you have
care about?
no? You don't.
Other than the Packers.
Duh.
I'm for the
Yes.
people.
What do you mean for the people? What does that mean, Jenny?
I don't know, no one.
Watches a football game and says she doesn't like competition.
I just care that they both have fun, girl.
That seems like that scene from Mean Girls where she's like, I just want everyone to be happy and
Right.
make a cake full of
She
rainbows.
doesn't even go here.
Yeah, that's basically me.
Oh my gosh. You're so
Um,
cute, Jenny.
Another popular topic, of course, Super Bowl commercials.
Oh, true.
Yes.
True.
Honestly, I was kind of underwhelmed.
Yeah, we've had better years
Yes.
of ads. And it sucks
Yes.
to hear that we're like, oh, okay, ads, capitalism, woo. But-
Baby nut question mark.
Bro,
Why?
for real.
All this for a baby.
For
First of all,
All
the
this for a nut.
publicity for
A literal nut, y'all.
a baby Yoda stunt, first of all. But also, they literally killed their mascot just for, like, why?
Right.
Who
That's what I'm
asked for
saying.
this?
No one asked.
They want.
And-
they just wanted to one up Baby Yoda. I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah. That's exactly what it was. And I'm like, you really tried so hard to, like, play into a meme that's, like it took everyone, like, a minute to realize that's what it was. Like, we were watching it, and I'm like, is this a Baby Yoda thing? They're like, no, look, it's the planner's paint. I'm like, no, like, look. And then at the end, you see it, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
There's no
it's
defeating
Baby Yoda, but
Yoda.
as a peanut.
There's,
Yeah.
there's no defeating Baby
Like
Yoda.
they could have said Baby Peanut.
about
no, they
Baby
said
Groot?
literally Baby Nut.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, this is Baby Groot
Yoda.
erasure. I stand Baby Groot.
Oh my god, so cute.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
What was it? The Doritos commercial was really good. Lil Nas X.
Oh, that
yeah.
one was great. That
So
one was
good.
probably one of my favorites, honestly.
That one was
Honestly.
amazing. I also like the Jake from State Farm one.
I didn't.
I didn't see
Did
that
y'all
one.
miss
I
it?
didn't
Yeah, I
see
didn't
that
So it
miss
one.
starts off like the original Jake from State Farm, and then
Mhm.
it cuts to a different guy like working whose name is also Jake, and he's like on the phone, and he's like, "Do people usually ask you what you wear?" And they're like, "Yeah, it happens sometimes." He's like, yeah, khakis, red shirt," and so like it's kind of just like a throwback
Oh,
commercial. So I was like,
okay.
"Oh, cool, a nice little tribute to their
Tribute. Oh.
the only thing that people know."
Yeah.
From State
From
Farm.
State Farm. Other than
Yes.
car insurance, bro. Progressive.
Finally got a Mulan trailer.
I didn't see that.
Wait, did you guys?
I didn't see that. What?
Did y'all
Wait,
get
it came
different
out.
commercials? Or
No, I
something?
think it's because we tuned in later. Like we didn't tune in like right when it started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we watched the whole thing.
Okay.
I like watching it for the
Yeah.
commercials. The production value of everything.
And
is
then
really
Disney's
good.
coming out with some shows.
Oh
so
my
much
God.
Marvel. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes.
I'm,
I'm
so
excited.
excited. So excited, Loki. I love you.
The second that Loki came on screen, I swear to God, everyone like stood up in their seats. Like it's like if they had won, like seen their favorite team win, but no, it was just Loki.
It was Loki.
No, that was me. I'm just like, I can't wait.
Insane.
It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I'm
She's really
super
excited
excited.
about that.
My
for sure.
friends got Disney Plus, and I was like, "Yo, you trying to log in on my computer real quick?" Because I gotta see all these series.
Yeah,
But-
Joanna was like, I guess I'm not canceling my subscription. Remember when she said
Wait, so basically there was a commercial to like promote Disney future shows?
Yeah, it was to just promote.
It was a Disney Plus ad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
As far as the games go, I haven't really cared since the Panthers were robbed when we made it to the Super Bowl, but it's fine.
Oof.
I'm not bitter. This
No,
is-
not at all.
It's the same energy as No Era Penal, but
no, what happened?
And the fact that we're still talking about it all
And
these
it
years
wasn't.
later.
Right,
It wasn't. No era
Years
nada.
later.
Never
That's gonna be
forget.
on my tombstone, bro. Like that's it. Don't worry about my life or my achievements. Just let it be
No
known
era
que no era penal. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Let's take, unless you guys have more to say about the Super Bowl
Anything
music
else?
break.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
do it.
So first up, we have your song, Areli. What did you send in?
Oh, it's
This is a
called.
bop.
It is. Oh, I recently like
wasn't
discovered
that
this
great.
song and it's great. My cousin showed it to me
What were you
and
listening
I'm
to?
obsessed. It's called "Wait a Minute" by Willow Smith.
And we're back. That was Wait a Minute by Willow Smith, who is doing so great as an artist, might I say.
She really is.
Her and her brother. Like
Jaden.
this is an example of like how you own your public persona. Like,
Yeah.
because they were born into it
Yeah.
and they decided to do something creative
Yeah.
for themselves, which is great because they're talented
Exactly.
kids.
They really are.
All right, so we haven't really done what we usually like to do, which is, catch up on the things that we've missed since the last show. And there's a lot that's gone on
Oh,
since
yeah.
our last show. So, ladies,
How's y'all's 2020 been going?
January, I feel like we should all just decide to unanimously cancel it.
Yes.
It was a weird month, bro.
It really was. I feel like January was just 2020 in itself, and now we're back. And
It's 2021 now.
it's 2021. Can we just skip? Like, does 2020 even exist? Nobody knows.
Dude, I'm just going to consider it a part of 2019 because 2019
Yeah,
was
I
a
saw-
weird year
yeah,
in general. Like,
uh-huh.
2019 was 2016 2.0. Because 2016 was a bad
honestly,
year.
2016 and 2017, best years of my life.
Really?
Honestly.
2016 was
2017,
trash.
2016.
I
Ugh.
think like worldwide we've agreed that 2016 did not exist either.
Really?
Yes.
I enjoyed 2016. I liked 2016.
I like 2016. That was junior year, right?
Yeah,
I love my
everything
junior
was so
year.
fun.
That was the
No,
election that ruined our lives.
But
But we didn't know the results of 20. Wait, what?
no,
it
it
That's
was
in
2016.
Yeah, it was my bad.
2016.
Okay, I'm talking
Okay,
specifically
personally,
about the summer
okay,
of
fine.
2016.
But I think for the world 2016 was an off year.
Yeah. I'll
I'll
allow it.
allow it.
I mean, I guess like everybody was so excited about like the new decade and stuff like that, and like I was
2020?
too.
3
and-
days
The
in.
decade.
World
All right.
War III.
Well, it's like a new decade.
World War
and
III
stuff.
was trending. We have a new like killer
Bro,
virus. Jesus.
Shoot.
Remember,
Yeah.
There's like a whole thing that went down in January.
Háblame, Jesús.
Oh, a lot. Oh my goodness.
The Australian fires.
Oh
Bro,
my
that's
goodness.
so sad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I literally, how like those videos are like, oh, donate to this and this.
Yeah.
And that. I cannot watch those videos
Bro.
because I will literally start tearing up, and I'm like
Right.
not one to like tear up at like little like videos like
The
that.
entire country. So the fires in Australia have been burning since like September. And it just didn't make national news or international news until then. I have an internet friend from Australia,
Wow.
and he'd mentioned that before, like a while ago. And I was like, oh
Wow.
dang, that's crazy. Obviously, I didn't realize like the severity of it because I just knew
Yeah.
like what one person was telling me. Because I think I follow like the
Yeah.
We Are Australia account on Twitter, but I
Mhm.
hadn't seen them even post a lot about it because they didn't think it
That's
would get
weird.
this crazy, and it just kept escalating and escalating and escalating until, it reached our like headline news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. No, yeah, it's
Mhm.
just really sad. And then those like activists, well, I think like the sex workers that are like, pretty much. I honestly, kudos, bro.
Yeah.
For me personally, kudos. Yeah,
So
you're trying to save the planet.
If you're
Some
listening
people,
and you don't know, there was a lot of, I guess, internet influencers
Mhm.
who have OnlyFans accounts, which is basically you pay to have access to like that to that
Content?
profile
Yeah,
and that
uh-huh.
content, and they were selling their own pictures and
Yeah.
donating all of the profits to that. And Twitter actually shut down a lot of those accounts
Oh, they
for
did?
promoting
Oh,
their
yeah, I guess
their work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of efforts to try to help.
Yeah,
And apparently the is it Prime Minister of Australia?
I guess.
I think whoever's in charge of Australia didn't want to accept like foreign aid, even though like
What?
they very much have needed it for
Bro.
Oh,
months.
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna let the whole continent burn.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
even like a country. Yeah, but
Right.
like, bro, that's whole continent.
So it was just, and then there's people apparently also in Australia who think it's just like, oh, this is just, it happens every year. This is fine. This is normal. Like, no, bro. Like, this is on such a heightened scale.
Our biology.
Yeah. What do you say,
Student, what do you?
We're not gonna. We're gonna be here all night.
Please give us your thoughts on the Australia fires.
I don't think
You don't think about it?
Jesus, she's about to go off.
Please.
No,
That's
I
that
don't
look in
want
her eye.
No, that's what I want.
No, Maria, that's
Go
what we
off,
want.
go off.
Maria.
The whole point of the show is to
Maria.
hear different perspectives
Yes,
from different
ma'am.
people. No judgment. No shade.
Well,
Maybe some tea.
They always judge me for saying
Well,
this kind
That's
of
not
You're
things.
true.
You're in a
Yes,
safe
you
space now.
do.
This is my house. You are allowed to say your feelings. Into the mic, though.
I don't.
Come on, Maria.
I don't. Okay, well, what do you want me to say?
Whatever you- bro, what?
obviously-
Just
I'm
whatever
obviously
you want.
very, very upset.
Obviously.
Obviously,
Why?
because humans are just selfish, and we let this happen to
Mm-hmm.
not even Australia. It's the whole world. It's the whole world. It's
Yeah.
not just Australia.
Right.
And it's really
Right.
pissing me off.
Uh-huh.
I.e.
And it's
Brazil. También.
Brazil, parts of Africa also.
Into the mic.
Oh, I'm not in the mic. Okay.
Barely.
Shut up. And then I don't know. It's just there's just so much damage happening all over the world that I know it's not being broadcast, and like the Australia like fires were really popular now, but that's not the only thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Like all the pollution, it's just the fires, tornadoes,
Right.
earthquakes. Wasn't there an earthquake in Puerto Rico? I don't know.
There's a lot.
Right?
Bro,
At
there's
the
a lot of
beginning
them there.
year, right? They had their redo celebration
Mhm.
yesterday.
like their New Year, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I feel that. I feel bad.
And then water, clean water.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I learned about that last week in one of my classes,
Mhm.
and it's just
We're
so
pretty much
sad.
running out of like, was it potable water?
Potable water.
What? Potable water.
Yeah.
And it's also just insane how I didn't know that the World Bank couldn't be sued. I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's so messed up because all these developing countries are just being screwed over and
Can I
like
get a
literally taking their
corruption?
water away from them, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
They can't sue the World Bank.
Right.
The World Bank is literally controlling all of these.
It is insane, dude.
Maria,
Like,
you've
it
got
really
some
is.
fans in the Midwest.
It's Ariel. I know it's Ariel. What did she say? It's
She
Ariel.
says she loves you.
Oh,
Well, I love her too.
Aw.
sweet.
But yeah, it's just I can say so many things, but yeah, I'm just really.
She's like,
upset.
I'm gonna limit myself.
It is serious.
Yeah,
It is.
for sure. Like it's kind
The
of
world needs more
scary.
people like this that care, you know, because it's easy to be because we get so much news so fast. The news cycle moves
Mhm.
so quickly. It's
And like,
easy
oh,
to
just because we don't see it anymore doesn't mean that it's over, or that it's been solved.
and even then, it's easy to be like, there's so many issues in the world. How am I supposed to help with all of them? Let me just sit back and not do anything unless it affects me directly.
Mhm,
But like,
mhm.
we all have so much reach now, especially because everything is so instantaneous and quick
Right.
moving. Like
we
we
can
all
instantly donate $5 versus like just writing
yeah,
a check,
and
waiting
not
for it to
even
get there.
not
or
even
whatever.
donate, because it sucks that it falls upon like the general public when it's these corporations that have billions upon billions of dollars who are responsible for a lot of the
Mhm,
damage to the world,
Exactly.
and they're not
Yes,
doing anything and don't even get into tax cuts. But like, there's
Yeah.
just, it sucks that it falls upon us, but like we can, there's power in numbers, and like obviously don't like bully people, but like celebrities had to be bullied into donating their own money because they would repost that same story that was like, donate money to the Australia fires,
Mhm.
and then they themselves hadn't donated anything. It's like, bro, like you
Like
just
literal billionaires.
what did I say
Lit-
today? I was like, you built a whole theme park for your daughter, but you had to be bullied into donating money.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh.
T.
And
Yeah. Oh, also, the whole like royal family thing that's been going on.
Yeah.
For
no,
real.
the
Oh my
world is
God.
dying, but let's worry about people
Exactly.
deciding
Yes.
to
No,
get a new
yeah.
job.
Exactly. Or
hate
businesses
y'all.
just
See?
caring about your jobs and stuff.
Like, it's so easy to become distracted by like the glamorous news instead of
Mhm.
having to face our own
Deaths.
our own mortality.
Our own
Essentially, yeah.
It's coming.
no, but
Damn, Maria.
I'm just saying.
in the background.
I'm
Coming.
literally. I'm just being realistic. I know it's coming
Yeah.
in our
Yeah.
lifetime. It's gonna happen in our lifetime. We will be alive.
the
So-
coronavirus.
The
It's out to get
coronavirus.
us. Saquen las chelas, bro. No, no se crean, no se crean.
Has anyone fact checked that article? Like, do we know?
I'm
that's
pretty
real or
sure
not?
they've been. I'm
That's funny.
sure it's been
Well,
on
it's just
Instagram.
Like that virus is just a combination of many viruses, and a
Yeah.
So
virus
it's like a
is
super
very
virus,
hard.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, it's more difficult than a bacterial kind of infection. But
Yeah, you posted about it being like the movie Contagion, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh my gosh,
that was
that
my
movie.
first thought. That was
That
my first
movie.
Yeah,
thought.
yeah, and
That
I
will
was
mess
like,
you up.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm not okay.
Do y'all,
like,
so do y'all
in the-
know like how this how it came to be this big?
I have no clue. I
Y'all
literally
can
have no
feel
clue.
free to call me out or correct me or tell me I'm stupid, but from what I've read, it started off like they were just kind of researching it. Then it got like outsourced to like the States, and they were trying to figure out if it was modified, could it infect a human?
Why would they do
for,
that?
For the purpose of research, of course. Just to know.
So like,
And then they found out that it did.
So
And
we
so-
dumb.
Now this is a thing that exists.
It's a
and
pandemic.
I think they think it was just kind of like they're saying it's like accidental, like just so
no
happened
way.
to like
no
be
way.
breached.
There's no way.
I
I don't believe that for a second.
And so I don't know, dude. Just the fact that this is a thing that happens, like, oh, let's see if it can affect. Why would you
Why would you even
want
do
to play
that?
God,
Like,
bro? Like, just let
exactly.
things. Just
Well,
find. I don't know. Like, I can't say a lot because I don't know anything about how
No,
to
yeah.
research viruses. But like, how hard is
Maria?
it to not modify a virus?
Yeah.
how hard it's
Like, why
is it
would
to
you do it on
modify a
purpose? Like,
Like,
how about
let's see.
instead
I
you
mean,
just
okay,
not?
fine. I think I sort of understand why they would try to know because
Just
it's
to see if
very
it's
very
a threat,
important to
right?
know. Yeah, because if it is a threat and they know it is a threat, they're gonna instantly try to
Right.
figure out ways to.
But if
contain
this
it,
all
but
started
they
just because
didn't.
of negligence,
Okay, then
Yeah.
that's
Well,
another
yeah,
thing
then
too.
that's a
like if they
whole
were being
different
stupid
issue.
about it, that's their own damn fault.
For real. Retweet.
retweet, share, quote tweet, all of it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, yeah. Ugh.
January.
Yeah, man.
January.
January. Holy moly.
And then Kobe died.
Rip, bro.
That one hit
Rip.
hard.
I
Joanna
saw it
was over
first.
here like
Oh,
dying.
man. For real. Like, what were we doing? We were watching TV.
We were
And then I'm
watching
scrolling
TV.
I
through
didn't believe
Twitter.
it.
And then my friend posted it from the TMZ,
Yeah.
which was the first source
Yeah.
that came out with it. And I was like,
Yeah.
no way. And then I was like, oh, no, it's just fake. It's just like one of those, like,
Right.
oh, you know.
Just like a hoax.
Yeah. And then, like,
But it
5
was
minutes
real.
later, it's like, Kobe this, Kobe that, Kobe this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way. And I looked it up and I was like,
And it's like you didn't have to be a sports fan to like be affected. Like he was a
Exactly.
good role model.
Right.
He was like one of
Exactly.
Mhm.
like I think the least problematic celebrities out there.
for
Well,
real.
Well,
Oh,
later
oh,
it came
oh,
out that, yeah.
yeah.
But like in general, like as far as like general knowledge went, right?
Right.
And the fact that the news was broken to the masses
For
before it
real.
was even
I didn't even
confirmed
know
to the
that.
families.
I didn't
That's
even
kind of
know
messed
that.
up. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah. So TMZ didn't leak it, but they published it before the police could confirm with the families the information was true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
a lot of like
That's sad.
ethical
That's sad.
concerns because it's not the first time they've done
Oh,
this.
no.
TMZ is notorious
because
for
it's
wanting to
so
be first to a
fast.
story.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And there was a lot of like misinformation as a result of it because
Yeah.
people were saying
Like,
who was on
who
the
was on it.
helicopter, etc.
Yeah, and
And-
then we heard her
Yeah.
daughter also. His daughter.
His
was
daughter,
also
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
plane.
It was really sad.
Yeah.
But I think I saw a kind of like a think piece or something, but it was like the reason everyone's hit so hard by it, it's like he was kind of a cultural icon, like, and everyone keeps referencing like, oh, you know, you always just say like Kobe whenever you throw something, but it's not just that, like the fact that you
Yeah.
know the name, it's the fact that someone that seems like so like almost too big to fail,
Yes.
right? And to have gone in such like in literally an accident,
So
like,
young.
you're literally here one day
yeah.
and gone the next. Like,
And
that's
for
just-
for someone that
humbles
seems
you.
invincible, it
like
humbles you.
untouchable. Yeah.
Right. And it just kind of comes on, like, it
like
makes
a
you
shock.
face yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really does. Like, wow, like this celebrity, this like idol that people literally damn near worship, like
right.
My brother-in-law.
literally, like they're just gone. It's like no one's immortal.
Yeah.
And I think like the craziest thing about it is like after that, like people started tweeting about like how you have to like actually not take your loved ones for granted and to just spend as much time as you can with them because you never know when they're gonna be gone.
Right.
True.
I don't know. I just got really sad because then I started to think about my dad, and I
Yeah.
really
Aw.
love my dad. I
Yeah.
really do, and I really appreciate him. And it just got me so sad. And, like, I just want to, like, call him every day now just to see if he's okay.
Yeah.
Because it really does make you, like, be grateful for who you have.
Yeah.
And it really does make you think that they could just be gone at 1 second.
Right.
Or whatever happens.
Like, it was the same type of shock, I think, too. Like, it's on, I would say, like, on the scales of, like, Michael Jackson or Robin Williams or something. Like, there's some news that you see and you're just like, oh, you know, that sucks. But, like, this one was, like, real. Like, you felt that.
Yeah.
You can just, like,
Everybody.
especially as a woman, empathizing with Vanessa.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Like,
Imagine. Oh,
You can't.
that's
That's
literally
a
the
pain
worst
you would
pain.
never want to experience in your
Right.
life.
Yeah.
And like I think what hurt also the most was the fact that he died with his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, can we just like for a second like talk about that, like with his own daughter? Like they had a close connection,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
like,
so
I don't
sad.
know.
I can't even imagine how my dad would feel about dying with any of us. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
like it would hurt so much.
Yeah, and like as a parent to be in that situation, like you literally,
Exactly.
there's nothing you can do.
Like,
Mhm,
Can't
like
do anything.
Can you just like imagine like those last few moments, you know, that he might have
yeah,
had
like
with her?
imagine like they were just like scared, like, you know, like they knew they couldn't do anything about it, which is like the scariest part. Like not even if you wanted to, like
Right.
that was it.
And Gigi was gonna be something big.
Yeah.
Like she was gonna follow right in his steps, you know.
Right.
It's just so sad.
It really is.
She was only 13.
Mm-hmm.
Told my brother.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like he was also mentioned in the Christian community because he was of faith, so it hit also like the
Catholic.
Christian community hard.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
like a mariachi and like?
Oh,
LA,
yeah, I
right?
saw
You already
that.
know all
Yeah.
of
I saw
LA
all
was
of that.
like,
Bro,
Yeah.
all the
All of
freaking
LA.
Mexicans were there.
Yeah,
Right.
They all just came out and then they were like playing.
Amor Eterno. Bro,
Amor
that
Eterno,
song, ugh, no.
Tears were
Different,
shed.
different, yes.
And it was not too long ago that his team finally played without him, and that was like I guess also like the saddest
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know.
They retired his
Oh, they
old
did?
numbers. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's the only person to have had that done for him supposedly.
Wow.
Yeah, because didn't they like picture LeBron James like crying, and
Mhm.
that was really sad too.
Yeah.
Just
Aw,
seeing
yeah.
him cry.
Yeah.
And like I really don't care about sports, but
Right.
this,
I
this-
really
this-
don't
But this,
care.
but even,
these are the
even
people,
this
right?
hurt me.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know why it did
Right?
so much, but it did.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think
momentous.
it's also
That's
because a
another-
lot of people were talking about it too, and it just hits differently, especially when you hear like how he died and with who he died, and like then you start realizing the impact that he left here on Earth and just the people he impacted every day.
yeah.
Yeah. Every time I see like a video on Twitter, like I have to click on it and I'm gonna
Yeah.
cry. Like it's
No,
like I have
I'm like the opposite. Like I see it and I know what it's gonna be about,
Right.
and I know what like emotionally I'm about to put myself through. But it's like I can't, like I cannot.
Yeah.
I
No.
just no, like
this man's a goat.
Right.
go. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, I really
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
why?
How have we descended into this madness already?
At least he gets to meet a lot of people now.
Yeah.
Damn, Maria,
That's
bro.
what's What, are you gonna talk about beliefs now?
What?
Or you want to talk about
Well,
beliefs
I'm
now?
not.
Or what?
Beliefs,
What's
bro.
Thing, but just,
I'm
it's
just,
just
alright.
something
I'm
to
gonna leave
say.
that there. No,
Alright.
I mean, I'm not religious, but it's just something people
Yeah.
say, you know.
It's a good sentiment, I think.
Yeah, I
Just
just like to make
the
people
hopes for
feel
like
better.
peace, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
yeah.
like just to imagine them meeting all these great people that already died, kind of stuff. Just
Yeah.
makes people feel better, you know.
Mhm.
Right. All right. Well, let's pivot while we take a second to
Mhm.
regroup.
Joanna.
I'll do mine. My song is "Lost" by Frank Ocean.
You know how I found this track unlisted, like it's on YouTube, but it's unlisted. And I was like, what? A secret track?
Wow.
A secret track.
Destruction of evidence and
We're back.
Yep. We
All
all
right.
feel a little lost without Kobe.
Yeah.
yes,
Hugged your loved ones, y'all.
for real, for real. Call your grandma. Call your
What's up, Dad? I know you're listening.
Aw. Hola.
Papa Pacheco.
Indeed, indeed. The boy,
Aw,
the lad,
boy.
the
Aw.
Don.
The Don. El Don. Oh my gosh.
Don't hug Ariel now.
What?
Don't hug
Right.
Ariel.
Miss her.
What's up next, kids?
So, like the day of Kobe's death, the Grammys also happened.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, they did I didn't watch the Grammys.
Really?
But
I did.
I heard that there was a tribute to him in the beginning.
There was.
with Alicia and Boyz II
Keys
Men.
and Boyz II Men.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's wild because they all knew him too.
Yeah.
So like for them to have to do that and then still keep up appearances.
Exactly. Like I don't know, like being a celebrity, honestly, it seems like a lot of hard work. You know, you glam it up and it's like, oh, being a
you're not
celebrity
only
is the
at work
best
when you're
thing.
at work, your image is your work.
That's true.
Like you have to keep yourself like physically okay.
Like all the NBA
get
stars
money.
too, you know, playing.
Right.
Like, I
Exactly.
bet that was so hard. For them.
Right.
Exactly. And it's like that must be so exhausting because I don't even want to put on a bra like half the time. So like I don't know how they do it.
Amazing. But the Grammys though.
Yes.
Did y'all watch?
I didn't watch. Oh,
I didn't.
always
I saw
watch the
parts
Grammys.
of
I
it.
never watched.
I didn't watch, but on Instagram, like I think she posted a picture like thanking her fans for like I think she won 4.
Who?
Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
I was like,
she-
But eyelash.
Yes.
Eyelash. But she won a lot of awards, and I think
Billie
that's so cool
won
for
5
her.
Grammys,
5.
and she's the
5.
first
Okay.
artist to win the Big 4,
Oh, was
which is Artist of the
Album?
Year, Best New Artist,
No
Best Album, Best
way.
Record.
Oh, I didn't
She
know
won the
that.
Big
Yeah,
4.
she made
Wow.
headlines.
All right, Billie Eilish won 5 Grammys, but Adele won 6. So
Oh,
2012
okay.
Grammys.
Whoa,
Just
hold up,
saying.
hold
Sorry.
up.
but this
Hold
girl's
up.
17.
She's-
Okay,
she's
no,
a
no, no.
child.
She's like 17?
I know, but
18.
Adele was pretty
18,
young
yeah.
too. She was
Wait,
like
she's 18.
25 when she won it. Just saying. Just putting it out there.
Adele is
Just
the
saying.
best. Why are you guys comparing Adele to
No,
whatever
no, no, no,
this
no, no,
girl
no,
is?
no, no,
What,
no.
Billie?
I'm
Is her
not.
name Billie?
I am not saying that Billie Eilish is trash. I'm not.
I'm not
I
saying
like
that either,
her
but
music.
she's not as great as Adele.
It's different.
They're different genres.
They're different
Yeah.
vocalists.
styles.
I've
different
mentioned this on
yeah.
the show before. I feel like the people who've been winning recently are the people who don't sound like anyone else.
Exactly.
Billie Eilish has such a
Yeah,
different sound, such a different
like,
voice.
It's
unique.
just a different
It's
vibe.
beautiful.
And I think that's why she's been so popular. I will say at the start, I didn't like her. I was just like,
Right,
this
like,
is
what
just
freaking
another
weirdo?
weird indie
Yeah.
nonsense. But then, like,
She started.
well, then she started, like, I started finding out, like, more about her. Like,
Mhm.
she's just a teen that makes songs in her bedroom. Like, that's
Wow.
amazing.
But she won
also
Grammys with
But
that.
also her brother makes her like writes her songs for her. So
Her brother helps her with the musical composition.
Yeah,
she does
producing
the,
it. She
Oh.
writes.
Yeah,
her
she
she
writes
and her
her.
brother
Wow.
are
She's
the
a
only ones that
lyrical
work on her
genius.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And they
record-
both won Grammys, right?
Yeah,
Or-
he won Grammys for music too. They record inside of like their house in their bedroom. Like that's
Wow.
That's cool.
yeah, she's
That's
been
cool.
featured on the playlist on
Mhm.
Spotify Bedroom Pop or like just indie producers. And yeah, they
I
do
didn't
their
even know
own,
that.
they
She
do their own
actually
thing.
wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah.
Earlier
Oh,
on
she
in her
did?
life. Yeah.
Right.
Does she dance at all? Like during?
I think she got
met
an
her.
injury or
She did.
something.
Yeah,
and
and
she
so now she's
Wow.
a
yeah,
singer. But her sets are really good. I remember watching her Saturday Night Live set.
Mhm.
And it was really cool. She was in this like box that spun around her, but the camera's like stable.
Mhm.
So you just kind of see her like walking on the walls and the ceiling, and then like they back up at the end of the thing, and you see
So
that she's just like in like this weird little box. And her
Huh.
set for the Grammys was really really
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, I didn't see her performance, but I cannot imagine like being 17, barely 18. Well, barely 18 and like getting so much praise from like you know,
it's
like
cool to see too,
yeah,
because
yeah.
like our previous I guess major example was Bieber, and
yeah.
like that's an example of like pressure becoming way too much.
Yeah. And I'm like I was almost like scared for her because like
Yeah.
I know that she has like she's like mentioned that she struggled with her like mental health
Yeah.
and like I'm like, oh, like is it like how stable is it?
Right.
Like is she, like
But she's got a good team, and the fact that she still
Yeah.
lives at home too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
she's like
pretty
around
cool.
her parents a lot. So like
Yeah.
that's
And she kind of has
good.
that like carefree attitude, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love that about her.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's very humble. Like
Yeah.
she likes to
Yeah.
show off the fact that she made it big, but like at the end of the day, she's still very, very humble,
Yeah.
or at least she presents herself that way.
Yeah.
Can we just like talk about how her brother's girlfriend looks exactly like her?
What?
Wait,
Yeah,
I didn't
hold
know
on.
that.
No,
she's
no,
a
no.
YouTuber. Her name is Claudia something, and I'm like, ooh,
Really?
they look exact. Yeah.
No, they do not.
Yeah. Google it.
Freud
Google
is
it.
quaking, y'all. Listen, bro, the psych major jumped out tonight. I'm sorry.
You don't think I did?
Mm?
You don't think I did?
I think you jumped out. You pounced, girl.
Well, when we were on pause, these people didn't hear it.
Oh my god. Here we
Bruh.
go.
Bruh.
But No, I'm proud of the kid. Like she's
Right,
doing good for
great.
herself.
I would love to
Proud.
see her in concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
That
was at
seems like it's a
Summerfest.
worthwhile
Well,
show.
in Wisconsin, we have like this thing, it's like Summerfest,
Yeah.
and it's like a music
That's
festival
cool.
pretty much.
I
And she
think-
went to
Oh,
it, and I
that's
was like, oh
dope.
my god, like I almost wish I could have gone, but I was working.
I
so.
think that she also like exemplifies that hope that our our generation needs for the future, just because of her artistic ability and her creativity.
Yep. She does definitely stand out. Like
Yeah,
even like
yeah.
her style, you know, like
yeah.
and the fact that, like that she does it on purpose, you know, to like kind of like
Yeah.
you know, it's part of that
Okay, so,
carefree and also
yeah.
you know the part that like she doesn't want to like
She doesn't want to be
sexualized.
objectified,
Yeah,
and
I
so
love
that's why
that
she
about
dresses like she dresses.
Like
And
weird that like almost like
Yeah,
would, like people
so
would be like,
that's a part of
but
like
it's part-
what made her go on me. Like I was like, she's like
a
on
kid.
purpose. She's
Yeah.
a child, like doing her thing, and then you find out why she is how she is, and it's like, dang,
respect.
poor kid. Yeah,
No,
respect.
Like it's really she has like it's crazy because like she as a female has to do that on purpose in
Yeah.
order to be, I guess, taken seriously and to,
Right.
like, be praised for what she's doing. Like, oh, she's doing it on purpose so she doesn't get sexualized or objectified. Wow, what an icon.
Right.
Like,
and the
it's
fact
like,
that that's
you know what I'm
something that
saying?
needs to be praised, right?
Exactly. Like, oh, you don't want to look like all these other like what can I just like not be who I am? Like,
Yeah.
why do I have to do this on purpose? Why can't that just be part of who I am and
Right.
be me, you know?
Exactly.
We stand.
Right?
Lil Nas and Lizzo also did really well.
Yeah, Lizzo brought out the flute at the end of her performance. We were like,
Did she
"Bruh."
really?
She
Yeah.
said period. Like she played it and she's like
Yeah.
period.
It was so
Love
good.
her. Love
So good. She's such a great performer. Lil Nas, his performance
Bro.
and his set was amazing.
see it.
Y'all need to look that up. So it started off, he obviously Old Town Road. It was him on the
Mhm.
stage, and the stage is kind of like rotating,
Right.
and then he walks through a door, and BTS is on the other side.
Oh my god.
So he does the Soul Town Road remix with
Oh,
them.
boy.
Ideas center.
Walks through. It's the kid, Mason Ramsey, the
Oh,
Walmart
yeah.
yodeling kid, and then
Little yodeling boy.
yeah.
Oh
that
my
one.
god, you're lying. He was
Yeah,
on there.
he was on
Why
there.
didn't I see this on Twitter?
You don't got no giddy up. Giddy up.
If you don't get up out of my way or something, what
But-
is it?
Yeah, whatever that is. And then
If you don't giddy up, giddy out of my way or something
right?
like that.
so it was him, and then last door is Billy Ray Cyrus,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's all of them, and he did Rodeo, a bit of it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Love
good,
it,
such a good
love
show.
it.
I stand Lil Nas, bro. Like that kid is doing amazing.
Literal kids, like children.
Yeah,
like,
he's like
oh
a
my
child,
god, he's
child,
our
right?
age.
Amazing.
He's funny on
He's
Twitter.
one of my favorite people on Twitter.
right?
He said, "Do you see the picture?" I was like, "Yeah." Who else? Oh, Tyler, the creator. That
didn't-
set was so cool. It was like
I didn't see that one.
Oh my god.
the performance
regret
was
not
amazing.
seeing them.
Obviously, he is a amazing performer, amazing musician. His set
Very
was
out
like
there.
yeah, his set was like on a slant, right? And so you see like people like they look closer and it was like a forced perspective type thing. And then at the end of the show, he backs up and just it looks like he falls through the stage because like the stage. That's when you realize the stage was sloped, so he like falls back, I guess, onto like whatever it is that was under it. But it was really really cool to see.
Wow.
Everything was on fire. Like it was
Wow.
like a town or something, and obviously everything like the bright like pop art colors that he's been using.
Was he wearing the wig?
Yes,
Yes.
amazing, amazing. There was a bunch of like different Tylers. It was.
Oh
cool.
wow.
What else? Oh, and his speech at the end was interesting as well.
Oh yeah, I heard
what
about
was
that
it?
one.
So he won Best Rap Album,
Mhm.
and they asked him how he felt about it, and he
like
said,
urban something.
Yeah. So he said he had mixed feelings because obviously it's great to be recognized or whatever, but at the same time it feels like, having that category to him is just kind of like, he didn't say participation trophy, but he said it's just kind of like I wish I remember what he said. I don't really have time to look it up, but he basically
Like,
said it
if
was
you're a black man like who raps or something that automatically goes under urban or something like that.
So like it's a subcategory. He doesn't get best album, he gets best rap album. Like it's important to be
Okay.
categorized as that.
Okay.
So like on the one hand, yay award, on the other hand, like
Why can't this just be album
just
and not, you know?
and there was
Do they have like best country album or?
they do.
Okay.
But so that there was mixed reception, right?
Okay.
Because Billy got like best record, like she got like
Mm-hmm.
the big awards, right?
Right.
But he said that he feels like artists like him and other artists always get the ones for their genre, never for
Mm.
like the whole
Something else.
music as a whole.
Mhm.
And I don't know, because I feel like
Huh.
having the separation by genre is cool, because then like you know you have the genres that you prefer to listen to.
Right.
But he's not wrong in that the like top album always goes to like
Yeah.
a certain type of music.
Right.
He said like because his stuff is never gonna make it into like pop, right, which is popular. But there were people who were like, but like it is a rap album, like stuff like that. But at the same time, like you see where he's coming from, because like it's kind of like in acting when you get typecast, you're only ever gonna be like hired for a certain type of role. That's how he feels about like his music. Like people are always gonna want to put him in a certain box.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just more about like how they categorize like what
Yeah.
his work. Okay.
Yeah, but
I get it.
he's amazing. Stan.
Wow.
Yeah, all these young
King.
artists are really like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
pushing the
I'm
limits.
here like barely getting a B in my you
For
know,
real, I
like
have
just
to-
cruising by like
Bro, we're 2 weeks in. What do you mean?
No, honestly, it's really cool though. Like,
because like growing up, like you see like I guess like these older like artists that have been in the game for
Willie Nelson won a Grammy.
Willie
Oh, shit.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Is he really old?
Yeah, old country singer.
Willie Nelson.
It was
yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
There was a lot of variety in the winners though.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was,
Diversity,
evolved.
yes.
yeah. But no, it was cool to see. It was cool to see. I like watching award shows and stuff like that.
Oh.
I know
Which
they're not
one's
for everyone.
next? The Grammy, the Oscars just
right?
happened.
No, that was the
No?
Golden Globes.
Oh, the Golden Globes.
Billy's performing at the Oscars. I didn't know they had performances. Well, I guess they do.
Yeah,
but
they do.
And she's doing the
they're usually
the song
like
for
tributes
the
and stuff.
Oh, that's
James
true.
Bond.
Usually like soundtracks to movies and
Yeah,
stuff.
she
like that.
is doing the song for.
like imagine like James those are
What a kid.
iconic films like
Yeah,
this is the 25th one.
I think so.
Yeah,
There's
and
not a
it's
lot.
like wow, like you get like hey, you want to do it?
Like imagine being a teenager
Right,
and you get
right.
to make music for like one of the biggest films in the world.
Right, exactly.
Insane.
Mhm.
I don't know how she does it. I feel like I know my ass would get overwhelmed.
Like, doesn't she still have to do school and stuff? Like,
Yeah,
How does she have the time?
She hustled.
She doesn't.
She hustled.
Yeah. Wasn't she wasn't she homeschooled?
Yeah.
So her like mom's
Oh,
probably
that's
just helping.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she
she's
was
just helping her
homeschooled.
out with that and just you know.
Still, the amount of work
That's-
that she has
yeah.
to do.
Like
Impressive.
imagine like trying to like remember like what happened in the War of 1812 and like having to worry about like
Oh, you
what
mean the
else
one that happened
you
in
know like
1812?
what else happened, like you got to do all this like Grammy performances
Yeah.
and like I don't know, that's just kudos.
Right.
You wanna
That's
say something?
pressure.
Maria,
Is-
you've been awfully quiet.
I
You want to
know.
say something, bro?
I've just been trying to cool off.
Cool off. Yeah, she's still mad, bro.
We're still on the
Earth
on
is
the
dying.
first topic.
Oh man,
my
you know the
goodness.
Earth's
I
trying to
don't
cool
blame
off
you,
too,
though.
but I don't
I
think it's
don't blame
working.
you. Did y'all ever watch The Day After Tomorrow?
The day after.
Oh
no,
yeah, I've seen that
no,
one.
I haven't seen it.
It's a movie about weather.
Oh, cool.
But basically it's like about like global warming in the future,
Mhm.
and like we always watched it in science class whenever we had an early release date, like every single time. And I had the science teacher for 2 years,
Oh,
and so
man.
every single early release
Religiously.
day for 2 years we watched Day After Tomorrow. But basically it like starts to melt the ice, but it's still like cold, right? So that's what like causes all these cold fronts and stuff. So everyone's like, where's the global warming when you need it? That's what's happening right now. The world is gonna freeze over first.
Oh wow.
Science.
Cool.
But I think about
Yay.
that movie a lot.
Love that. Maria, what, bro?
2020, yeah.
All right. Well,
So weird.
our time is drawing to a close. So, we've covered a lot of topics. So
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we should end it on a song.
Mm-hmm.
Your song, Jenny.
So, Jenny, you're up.
Alrighty, I'm back with an oldie song because you know that's just who I am. It's "Don't You Want Me" by the Human League. Enjoy.
All right.
Oh.
We are wrapping it up for the night.
Over
so,
here talking about snails.
you know, our they're not halftime. Our break time conversations are always very interesting. If you're watching Jenny's live, you'll know that. I don't think these cameras feed audio, so you have to like watch the live stream
Like
along
sign
with
language?
the
I don't
audio,
know sign language.
or just have the radio on one tab and
Oh,
the
yeah.
video on the other. But
Dios.
yeah. As we close for the night, any last remarks, concerns, anything to say, anything to promote, anything to push?
we hope the rest of 2020 goes way better.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're off to a rough start,
But we got this.
yeah.
We'll
Guys,
get through it.
don't take your loved ones for granted. Don't, seriously don't.
Agreed.
Love everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Maria?
She's still trying to cool off. Give her a
I
second.
know, I really am. Like,
Oh, shit.
I'm having trouble breathing.
Okay.
But,
Get your inhaler, girl.
No, care about the environment more, please.
Yes,
Oh,
Please.
I agree. I concur.
recycle.
Also, I'm starting a new club here at Eastern for all those Eastern students who are listening right now. It's called Living Free. You can come to informational sessions at the Women's Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. to find more information out about it. Okay, bye.
Noted. Areli,
What?
last things.
Yeah, just like take care, guys. Like make sure you're, getting your sleep, eating
Drink
healthy,
your water.
drink your water,
stay
drink your
hydrated.
water, stay hydrated. Yeah, for real.
If your water is clean.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
otra vez. All right, just
If
end
you
it.
even
Just end
have
it.
clean water at all.
I stand.
All
Maria.
right.
stand
I don't know.
Okay.
Good night, I guess.
Have a good night, y'all.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to WECS FM 90.1. This has been Podcast with a K. I'm Carla with a K, signing off. Follow us on Twitter at PODKASTXK. That's Podcast by K for updates, news, etc. Have a fantastic night.